Good evening, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I just came to do a little chit chat, real quick here in reference to LaTocha Scott. Of course, we know is a member of Escape and her alleged husband's mistress slash baby mother speaking out. Now, of course, before we get into it, please everyone go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am on my road to 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, please help me get there. You are well appreciated. And I definitely appreciate everyone that has already subscribed to the channel. Thanks for all the love and support, for commenting, sharing your feedback. I definitely appreciate that. But again, I'm not going to hold you. This is not going to be a long, outgrown live. But I just wanted to kind of touch bases because here we again see where another woman is coming out, kind of taking jabs at the wife. Now, of course, with everything we've been seeing and discussing in reference to Martell and Ariane and how she handled the situation. And again, like I referenced back in one of my previous lives, that okay, it's sometimes it's about what you do and how you do it. So pretty much we know that, of course, Ariane has gotten a lot of backlash due to, the things that she's done after everything took place. And we see, how everything's going for her as of now. So going back into this current story here with, again, the alleged mistress slash baby mother, she came out recently, kind of, I guess, responding to LaTocha's interview that she had earlier on in the week. And the question, because I did go back and listen to the interview, um, the question was asked because, of course, Shamia said, being that it had been out there, she wanted to ask because we all know that it's certain things that we as subscribers, we want to know questions to and how she feel about certain situations. So she asked her in reference to, was there a child? Was there a child? Was there, pretty much an affair that had happened? And she answered the question, no. Now, of course, we know um, months back where a young lady had came out and spoke, and originally she stated that she had or was with child for Rocky, and that she wanted to be out there and she wanted to be known. Well, of course, she came right immediately after, I think like the next day, and say that her phone was hacked and that wasn't her and it wasn't true. She doesn't have a child for him. And, then she came back and she kind of said that she was in fear of her life, where because she had received threats, and that was the reason she recanted what she originally stated. So now here it is months later, and she's ready to speak out again. Now, my question to that is, why again are we rehatching that? Because pretty much you are saying that LaTocha is speaking on your child. First off, from what I heard, because she did a live as well, which you can go and check that out on Gossip of the City T over on Instagram. I do like to cite my sources. You can go check that out where she did a live. Now I'm new to YouTube. So, and I try to stay away from any profanity or sharing, videos, because of course I'm trying to, get in monetization. So I don't like to go against anything that would, put my channel at risk. But I can say this: she pretty much is going off on a tangent, saying that LaTocha is discussing her child, and she went on there bringing up her child. Ma'am, newsflash, she never brought your child up. She was asked a question and she answered it. What was she supposed to do? Was she just supposed to sit there and go over? I mean, just skate on past the question and not answer? That would have looked really suspect on her part. So to me, as a wife that is not supposed to be a mistress, it's not supposed to be a child, outside of wedlock or outside of this union. the rightful thing for her to say is no. You see what I'm saying? I mean, because as we all see here on the show, that pretty much she does look to Rocky for any type of suggestions. It seems as though he is the decision maker within that marriage. So did she really think that she was gonna just sit up there and just bypass the question and answer it? Oh yes, supposedly it's a woman out here. For one, who's gonna sit up there and make their self look bad? And the question very well may have caught her off guard. But I'm gonna show you what she, meaning the alleged mistress, had. This is the actual live she was on. Again, it was a lot of profanity. Sometimes I do like to kind of, let you hear certain things, but it was so much profanity that I'm not really that comfortable sharing it here on my page. But she did have where she also said this in a post. All of it started from him texting my phone from his number, pretending to be somebody else, saying he is a street guy and dangerous, and he can pay someone to harm you, and he will let everything slide for now, but he will strike later. Now, of course, you're right. Very well, it does sound very intimidating. It does sound intimidating, but then after you make the post, you go on a tangent making a live. Y'all, I want to play it so bad, but then I'm so scared all at the same time. Let me see here.
Let him answer that question. I actually asked him how many pregnancies were there. And then, like I said, you better just hope that none of these other girls find the courage to come forward because, they got some waiting on paternity tests, baby.
So again, that was just a little snippet of some of the things that she said. But does this sound to be someone that appears to be scared or frightened for their life? I mean, it doesn't sound as though you're that much in fear of your life, because immediately after making that post, you went live to say so many other things. Also, she says down, as her description, she says, let me go ahead and turn this off. But she said, when it comes to my pregnancy situation with him, nobody else should be doing interviews answering particular questions. But I will not just sit back and hand the pen to someone else to tell my story without me having to say so. Every last one of my pregnancies with him were traumatic for me. So it's very triggering when I see or hear someone else speaking on it. If y'all really want to know the whole truth, only me and him should speak on that. Now, I can say that she's did several lives within the last couple of days, but then also in the midst of her lives, I'm sorry, not lies, lives, she is promoting a new album that she just released, as well as she is promoting where she has also created a YouTube page. So I can't help but to wonder, are you bringing this up and making that one little question that was asked to LaTocha on an interview, are you making this a thing to basically get back on the scene where you can be noticed, and people is going to come follow you, and people is going to go and check out your music to see if maybe you're saying something in reference to him? Or on your YouTube channel, will you be talking and allege your side of the story? So to me, you're almost like you're doing this to come to the forefront so you can be noticed and gain the subscribers and gain this attention. Because for someone that says they're in fear of their life for some of the things they have said and or done, to me, you don't seem to be scared. And then even a part of her life, she made it clear, I'm not scared of Rocky. I'm not scared of him. So why, again, did you say that a couple of months ago? And then again, why did you just say this? I'm putting this out here because you are in fear of your life. Like, why are you saying this and why are you doing this? And yet in the midst and in between those lives, you're also pushing in your video that you just came out with. You're highly promoting your YouTube channel, because one thing you know for sure, mess sells. So therefore, if I can get them over here to keep up with the drama and the mess of what's going on, and what I made a big deal out of this lady answering a question on an interview, then they're going to click on my video. They're going to go to my YouTube channel. So this is going to bring traffic my way. Another way we're seeing how mistresses come through, slip through the cracks, and want to be seen. And this is how a lot of women get noticed. This is how a lot of women find their way to fame. We seen this happen with what was it, the video vixen, where she came out, she wrote a book in reference to all the celebrity men that she alleged had slept with and XYZ, and now all of a sudden she's famous. She's been in movies. She's basically she's a thing, because she gained so much attention from basically sleeping with married or high profile men. And we see this going on so often because, in a lot of ways, we don't want to glorify these said side chicks or mistresses and this, that, and the other. But let's just keep it a buck. They are being, I'm not going to say glorified, but they are being pushed in the forefront because they're coming out with their side of what's supposed to be their side of the story to pretty much make their way into fame. And a lot of people tend to become successful for it. Now we see that's not really happening with Arion, because to me, you still at a dead end. Because to me, you have no hustle within you. You didn't use the platform that was given to you to basically, you didn't use your platform in the right way, because when you had all the attention, you still wanted to sit on the couch. But these other women are using that attention in the platforms they're being given, doing all of these interviews, and they're taking that to write books, sell music, come up with new YouTube channels. They're eating off of the things they have done. So in a way, yes, we do push these people to the forefront. Now, what they do after they've been pushed to the forefront, that's neither here nor there. But again, this seems like another situation where you have a mistress that she came out a couple of months ago for whatever reason. She recanted her story. Then she kind of went back and said something else. And now up pop, here we have SUV and Escape, the queens of R&B come out, and all of a sudden now, because she was asked a simple question, didn't say your name, didn't say your child's name, none of that. Just merely asked in reference to, was there a baby? Was there a mistress? She said no. The end. So again, you claim that he has so many people out here that he mess with and he deal with, and so many people waiting to get DNA tests. How do you know she was speaking to you? How you know that Shamir was asking a question in reference to you? I mean, how do we not know that it hadn't been, slipped through the cracks on the back end of another woman? I mean, how do you know this? So you automatically assume that they were referencing it to you, and you took this opportunity to go ahead, come back up to the forefront to speak on your story or bring your story back up about the alleged baby. And now, there you go. There you have it. She's going to get the views. She's going to get the clicks. She's going to get the subscribers, because now everyone is interested in who she is, what is she going to say, and what's going to be the end result of it all. And the last couple of little episodes with the situation with the LaTocha and Tamika and all of that, I can't really say right now if I'm just a huge fan of LaTocha, but at the end of the day, she's a Black woman. She is a wife, and no wife deserve to go through things like this. And it is just the pure audacity of these women that go around and sleep with these married men. Now, again, she claimed she thought she was the it. She thought she was the it, and he was coming up out of that situation. Well, ma'am, until he signed that paper, he's not out of no situation. So again, it speaks volumes as to who you are and your character, that you would still involve yourself with a man that is still legally married to someone that has a child with, for sure, and has been with for years, and you're just what, gonna be on the back end, and I'm gonna just play the black field until what, he leave her, or however it may go. And honestly, the way she talk and the way how your demeanor is, you knew this wasn't happening. And to me, I don't think you really cared that he left her, because to me, and how it appears how your hustle go, oh, you cool with him being married to her. You cool with that because basically at the end of the day, you're reaping some type of benefit from all of this. Now you claim that you left him alone because you don't play that, and no, but no, at some point you played it, and you played it well. Now maybe it aggravated you because you knew he was dealing with other women outside of his marriage as well, and maybe you wanted to be the only side chick. But at the end of the day, as far as his marriage is concerned, you knew what it was. And to me, it appears like you were comfortable with that situation. You just wasn't comfortable with the other said women. Now, and then for you to sit up here and almost criticize her or bash her, talking about speaking on your baby, I don't think she spoke on your baby. She never mentioned your name or your child's name. But even had she elaborated, who said she didn't have a right to? It's her marriage. You came in the middle of her marriage. She didn't come in yours. You came and tried to come in between her marriage, her union. It kills me how these women sit up here and want to come up with these rules and regulations for the wives to abide by on behalf of them. Are you serious? Like what? Like, you talk about, what are you just not supposed to sit back and not tell your story? And what is she supposed to do? Sit back and let you say it all? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And again, this woman never said your name, never said your child's name. So again, how do we even know that she was even speaking about you? But again, I see where this is going. The show is out. They're a hot topic because of all of the alleged stolen money and all of this. And basically now I'm looking for any little drip of anything, or them to even mention anything that have anything to do with me on that show or interview or anything. And I'm going to take that opportunity. And when I take that opportunity, I'm going to drop my music videos. I'm going to go ahead and create me a YouTube channel, and I'm going to eat. And that's exactly what you're doing. I applaud you for your hustle. But baby, let me tell you something. You're going about it the wrong way. As far as sitting up here being this glorified side chick. Yet again. Again, I'm going to ask the question, who raised these people? Because I have never seen so many boastful women that is okay being the side chick, being the other woman. And then have the nerve and the audacity to say what the wife should say, shouldn't say, should do, shouldn't do. Like, who are you? Because if you were all of that, guess what? They would leave whomever and be with you. But they're not doing that. And again, as I always say, half of the time when these women play these side roles and the marriage do wind up ending, or however, as we have seen so many times, those men don't even come and be with you. Very, very seldom does a man sit up there and after their marriage is over, go with the woman that was the cause of the demise of their marriage. Because narcissistic as men are, they normally pretty much regret ever dealing with you. A lot of times they resent you because you were the cause of them losing their family. Now they don't want to take accountability on the part they played, but they a lot of times resent the other woman. So I've never really seen a time where they actually come and settle and be with you. And then she made the comment, I stopped dealing with him because if I wanted to be with him, I could. I'm pretty sure you could. Because guess what? As we all know, Any woman that come easy is gonna be easy. So therefore, yeah, he'll come to you and deal with you because you allow him to. But when he's done, he's going back over here to his wife. So I mean, I don't know if this bothers me so much because I am a married woman, and I see so many of my black sisters having to go and deal with these things from these other women, and they do it with such grace. They do it with grace. And no matter how we may be feeling on how LaTocha has handled situations, what we seen play out on the show, at the end of the day, she is a black woman and she is a wife. And no woman deserves this at the hands, especially of another woman. But you know, so many times we see where we, us, our sisters, can be our own worst enemies. And it's sad to say, but it's sad but true, because we tend to put each other down the most. And it's sad. And it bothers me that so many women want to scream women empowerment, and we need to stick together and we need to do that. How? Houseway, tell me. Tell me, how do we do that when it's so many of them that steady backstabbing, so many that is secret jealousy and envy towards the next one, and this one don't want to see this one make it further than the other one. We see it every day on these reality shows, in real life. I mean, come on, let's just call it for what it is. If we're gonna scream women empowerment, then we need to be about that. You got to really be body in my Master P voice. If this is what you about, be about that. Don't sway how you feel or sway your take on other women based off of how someone else is doing. It's all a situation. You treat people how you want to be treated. And if you ever have to question in your mind about something, you always need to reference back to self. If that person did it to me, how would I feel? And then move forward from there. I mean, it's just saying, I might ruffle a little feathers. Sorry. Hope I don't lose any followers. But that's just the same way how I feel about the Black Lives Matter situation. But I'm not going to go too deep in it. But I've always said, Black Lives Matter have to matter to Black people before you expect for other races to respect that. You have to matter to amongst ourselves first. So as long as we have all the black on black unalivings, how serious is the next race gonna take us with the Black Lives Matter? Come on, let's we could speak on it on a whole nother live, not this one, but we can have that discussion too. I love my black people. I love my black women, but I'm gonna call it for what it is, because too many times we skip over the facts. But y'all, I just wanted to hop on and speak on this situation because, again, as we see, another woman is sitting up here basically, eating off another woman's pain. Another woman is coming up here trying to set boundaries and rules and regulation for a wife. And as they say, she ain't playing her position. But one thing I can give to her that you can't give to Ariane, she using this platform and this attention to eat. Ariane ain't have enough sense to do that. Sad. Just sad. But again, y'all, I really, really hate, that all of this is transpiring, especially when, LaTocha is already getting so much heat from the show in reference to everything that's going on with her sister. And now just, from her being asked a simple question, this is turned into a whole nother mayhem, that shouldn't have been. But again, this is what the world that we live in. They'll take something as simple as a small mustard seed and let that blow up. And before you know it, kapoom, it's all over the internet. And it's just what it is. I mean, I know, people love the attention. They love, the fame. They love, what they do, being actors, singers, and all of that. But at the end of the day, I just can't imagine living their lives with everything they do being under a microscope. Every single thing. If you decide to go to Walmart and you forget to tie your shoe, you all in the blogs. Oh, she walking in Walmart, her shoe not tied. She must be having a mental breakdown. I mean, I just can't imagine it. So again, you can almost understand why half these people wind up being hoo-hoo and needing medication and this, that, and the other, because I can only imagine how, their lives have to be stressful. But y'all, that's pretty much all I had. Again, comment down below, how do you feel about yet another woman coming down on, really pretty much putting another black woman, a black wife down yet again. How do you feel about it? Is it time for maybe Rocky to speak up? Is it time for him to come to the forefront and shut some of these rumors down? As we know, that probably won't happen. But anywho, yeah, let me know how you feel about this. Now, if you want to check out her lives, let me see here. Her name is at the very top of this post here. You can go and check out her lives. You can also go back and reference to what I was saying. She was promoting her new videos and her new song, and you can actually hear the live that she played. Or if you choose, you can go over to Gossip of the City. They have it on their live. Like I said, I wasn't going to take the chance of putting it on mine because, for one, I didn't want to copyright, but also it was a lot of profanity. But if you want to check that out, you can definitely go to either one. Again, leave a comment down below how you feel about everything. Again, I am on my road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I tried to keep you up to date with anything that may be hot topics, especially Love and Marriage Huntsville. I kind of slacked off on DC because it's good, but then I just wasn't getting that many views off of it. So I kind of slacked off on that. I guess I'm gonna just get myself prepared for the upcoming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am doing the reviews on SUV and SWV and Escape. I am doing that one. Um, I think I might have like a little special. Maybe once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I said that's when I'll actually go live, and maybe we'll kind of go over some of the things that has taken place and transpired on Unwind with Mary J. Blige, because that is a very good show. If you have not already checked that out, please go check that out on BET. When I tell you Mary is my girl, we got the same birthday. When I tell you she my girl, and that lady has a story to tell. But anywho, y'all, thank you again for all your support. I love each and every one of you. Y'all have a happy, happy Saturday. I'm, of course, here in Dallas and it is freezing. It is nothing like spring here. I don't know where you are, but if you're anywhere that is having this bipolar weather, please try to stay warm, but also have a blessed Saturday. Thank each and every one of you. Until, of course, next time, y'all be blessed and have a good night. Thank you.